Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and we've done a lot to understand how stability and change affects different species in different environments. We've explored the evolution of common ancestors as they change into different descent species, and now we're going to take everything we've practiced and learned and look to apply to an imaginary species and show how they've evolved over time. Everything we've learned so far are things that we can apply to different species on Earth. Now let's see if we can apply it to our imaginary species. So we're going to be diving into a modeling tool that's going to help us show the evolution of a species based on environment. And we're going to be looking at how to complete the next set of tasks to submit this model. So when you get to the next set of tasks, you're going to be clicking on the amplify icon. And you're going to be following the directions on the page to screenshot the evolutionary tree model you create and answer the question about how your species is evolving over time. So when you click on the modeling tool, you'll see this, and you'll have a set of directions here. And your goal is to show how species A evolves into species B and C. And you're going to be changing the blue labels on each of the different parts of our evolutionary tree here, along with selecting the bones that you'll need for species B and C. So let's take a look at what you're doing. You'll indicate which type of population or species you have at each part of the evolutionary tree, and then you're going to indicate what environment you want to affect your species B and C. So, for example, for species B, maybe you want it to live in water or swamp or land, whatever you pick. Your other species needs to be in a different environment. So, we want to show the evolution of a species in two different environments. Now, once you've selected your environment, you're then going to need to look at what's an adaptive structure for that species in that environment and look to change the bones based on what you need to be adaptive in that environment. So notice when I click on the skull, I'll have to pick which one's best for land. Same with the legs, which one's best for land, and same with the tail, which one's best for land. And then I'll go to sea. I picked swamp. I could also pick water, and I'll have to select what's best based on what I know about that environment and what the adaptive information tells me. By the time I'm done, I should have an evolutionary tree that shows speciation and the evolution of a common ancestor into descent species. So ask yourself, do you understand how to create your evolutionary tree model? Do you understand how to complete the next set of tasks? If yes, put your X in green and go ahead and tackle your model. If not, reach out and let's go over it together. Good luck.